Hey, sweeties. So you know how we've been ranking BL couples based on their chemistry, right? Well, toss all that out the window for a second because this time it's going to hit a little different. We're not looking at behind-the-scenes friendships, not counting how many dramas they've done together or how cute they are off cam. No, not today. This time, it's all about the characters, the energy they bring, the sparks they throw around, and the way they make us feel in those little stolen glances, soft touches, intense stares. Everything. These couples made me feel things, okay? I'm talking full body reactions, screaming, kicking my legs, rewinding the same 10-second clip like 5 times just to process it. Some of them showed up out of nowhere and snatched my soul with one look. Others took their time, slow burn style, but when it hit, I had to sit still and just breathe for a sec. And let me just say, the couple at number 1, yeah, I'm still not over their scenes yet. Like, I had to rethink everything I believed about what makes chemistry. That one shook me. So before we dive in, I want to know, did your faves make the list, or did I leave someone out that you were rooting for? And if your OTP is here, would you rank them higher or lower? Either way, don't blink, don't skip, and don't even think about clicking off early because the number 1 spot, that's where the magic lives. All right, let's get into it. All right, kicking us off at number 9, we've got Mark and Tong from My Golden Blood. I know we're only 4 episodes deep into the series, but something about these two, it's already giving. Like, I don't know if it's the whole vampire-human connection or the tension of needing each other for survival, but the vibes are vibing. Mark is your classic broody vampire, emotionally shut down, been alive too long, not feeling much of anything anymore. Then Tong comes along with his golden blood, literally rare and irresistible, and suddenly Mark's all kinds of confused. It's like he doesn't know if he wants to protect Tong, devour him, or maybe both. And that alone, already spicy. The way Mark looks at him, it's not just hunger. It's curiosity, confusion, maybe even fear. Like he doesn't know what to do with these new emotions creeping in. And then that kiss in episode 4. It wasn't wild or dramatic, but it meant something. It was slow, almost hesitant, like Mark was testing the waters of something he's never allowed himself to want. Their chemistry isn't fully formed yet, but that tension, it's already there. You can feel the pull between them, the slow unraveling of walls. And that's what makes them worthy of this list. They're at number 9 for now, but if things keep building the way they are, this might just be the start of something intense. Okay, next up, Fidel Style from the Heart Killers. Now let me be super clear before anyone comes for me. This is about the characters, not Jung and Dunk as a real life pair, all right? So here's the thing. The setup between these two, super promising. Fidel is all cool and collected, while Style is playful and bold, always pushing for closeness. There were some serious bad boy meets golden retriever vibes here, and I loved the buildup. The way they looked at each other sometimes, intense, like you could practically feel the air crackle during their stares. But then, when they actually kissed, something just didn't land. And maybe you noticed too, but Style kept opening his eyes mid-kiss, and not in a cute, I'm admiring you way, more like he was low-key distracted or unsure. The passion should have been there, the emotional setup was there, but the follow-through kind of flopped for me. It felt like they were just acting through the motions instead of really feeling the moment. And that tiny gap, that missing click, is why they're lower on the list. All right, let's talk about Ytha Gun at number 7. Again, I'm talking about the characters here, not the actors, so let's not mix things up, okay? Now, if we're talking chemistry, these two had it. You could feel the tension from a mile away. The way Gun kept trying to break through Yotha's wall, and how Ytha would almost let him in and then pull back. It created this push and pull that made their scenes so emotionally charged. And those moments when Ytha did let himself soften just a little, yeah, those were intense. Like, blink and you miss it, but when you catch it, it hits. But here's why they're at number 7 and not higher. Something about their connection always felt like it was holding back. Not because there wasn't passion, but because it wasn't consistent. One scene would be full of fire and tension, and the next one would feel emotionally distant. It's like the passion had to fight to come through, and while that can work in some cases, for these two it made the chemistry feel almost amazing, but not quite there. So yeah, they're intense, they're passionate, but just not all the way. That's why they're sitting comfortably at number 7. Now, let's talk about FIFA and wine. And listen, this one surprised me. I did not expect to be as invested in their relationship as I ended up being. At first, they seemed like background cuties, something soft and sweet to balance the drama. But then, boom, that first real kiss, whew, the chemistry was calm but intense, like one of those slow-burning candles that suddenly fills the whole room. FIFA was giving full, I'm into you, and I want you to know it. And the way he looked at wine touched him gently but intentionally and just stayed present in those scenes. I felt that. And wine, who's usually the more closed-off type, actually letting his guard down, yeah, that's what took it to the next level. It wasn't loud, but it was real, that kind of quiet tension that sneaks up on you. Honestly, they were one of the biggest glow-ups in the series for me. Now, if you're wondering why they're only number 6, it's just because the next couples on this list had a little more oomph, whether in emotional impact or unforgettable moments. But FIFA and wine, they did what needed to be done. No regrets adding them here. Now, sweeties, we're getting to the top 5, and when I say it's getting more intense, trust me, I'm not joking. And at number 5, Johan and North from Forever You. Yeah, they really came through. These two had a kind of chemistry that was just soft, but still left an impact. Like, they didn't come in all fiery or aggressive, but there was this calm, romantic pull between them that honestly made every scene feel warm and addictive. Their vibe is definitely more schoolboy love, kind of pure, kind of shy, but still full of emotion. You could feel the longing, especially in the way Johan looked at North, like he's the only one in the room. Their passion did hit, let's not even pretend, but it didn't hit as intensely as the couples I've ranked higher. It's not a bad thing though, it's just different. In every of their intimate scenes, you could tell they felt everything, and that energy translated really well on screen. So yeah, number 5 feels right for them. They had me smiling, feeling soft, and replaying their scenes more than once. But when we start comparing them to the couples I'm about to talk about, those ones brought fire. Johan and North were sweet, romantic, and lovely to watch, just not quite as intense. So I'm placing Gun and Bison at number 4, and honestly, I feel like they could have ranked higher if the script had just given them more. Like, let's be real, the chemistry between them was definitely there. You could feel the tension, the attraction, the emotional pull, but the way their story was written didn't always allow that chemistry to reach its full potential. It's almost like they were holding back, but not because of the actors or the characters themselves. It was the script. I mean, compared to Fidel and Style, who had more emotionally intense scenes and a lot more space to build their connection, Gun and Bison's story sometimes felt like it was being rushed or sidelined. And that's kind of a shame because when they did have moments together, it was good. Like really good. You could tell there was so much more beneath the surface that just didn't get fully explored. So yeah, for me, they did justice to what they were given, and I absolutely respect that. Their scenes still made me feel something. It's just that little what if that keeps them from breaking into my top 3. What if they had the same emotional depth written into their arc? What if their love story had a few more key scenes to really flesh things out? It would have been a whole different ball game. Still, number 4 is no joke, and they deserve to be up here. Okay, now we've made it to the top 3, and honestly, geez, these 3 are straight up fire. Like, this is where the real heat starts. The passion, off the charts. The chemistry, intense. Oh boy, these couples did not come to play. They're the kings of chemistry, no exaggeration. And to be honest, ranking them wasn't easy at all. I kept switching them around, overthinking, feeling guilty, because they're that good. But I had to just go with my heart. If y'all disagree, please tell me in the comments how you would have arranged them, because I know some of you will have very strong opinions on this, and I'm totally here for it. So let's see who made top 3. I am placing Tame and Po at number 3. Man, they are the definition of chemistry. I mean, if you want to know what true chemistry looks like, just watch these two. They didn't even need words half the time. The way they looked at each other, the way they touched, it was like they were speaking without saying anything at all. Their stares, full of unspoken feelings, their touches, every single one had meaning behind it. It was like they were in their own little world where no one else existed, and when it came to their intimate scenes, wow. It wasn't too much, it wasn't too little. It was exactly what it needed to be. There was this perfect balance, the intensity, the tenderness felt real, felt deep. So why are they at number 3? Well, I'm ranking these top 3 based on how intense their chemistry is. And when you look at the next 2 couples, their chemistry just went even further than Tame and Po. As great as these two are, the passion from the top 2 is on a whole other level. But don't get me wrong, Tame and Po are amazing. They've set the bar high, but the top 2 are just next level. Okay, let's talk intensity. Cirrus and Pooh came in and didn't waste any time. From episode 1 to episode 10, they took us on a ride. And I'm not talking about just any ride. I'm talking about the kind that almost had us questioning if we were still alive after every single scene. The tension, the passion, it was through the roof. And then you get to episode 10. Man, I thought I was going to pass out. It was beyond anything I could have imagined. And just when we thought it was over, they threw in that special episode. And oh, if you know, you know. The intensity in their scenes is honestly hard to put into words. But why aren't they number 1? As amazing as Cirrus and Pooh were, the chemistry in the number 1 couple just took it to another level. Cirrus and Pooh were explosive, but the couple at number 1, they burned with a kind of passion that couldn't be matched. Still, Cirrus and Pooh definitely earned this spot at number 2, and they're damn close to number 1. And finally, number 1, sweeties. I didn't even see myself adding them to this list, but I had to rethink my choices because this couple right here, words can't describe what they're putting out to us. I'm talking about Jyn and Aken from Top Form. These two right here, they are in a league of their own. Seriously, words don't even do justice to what they're putting out there. They redefine what chemistry even is. I mean, I'm talking about a connection that hits different. Jyn and Aken literally gave me a new definition of honey. Funny, right? But I'm not joking. The moment I hear honey, their faces are what pop into my mind. They've set the bar so high, and we're only at episode 4. Can you imagine how the rest of the series is going to play out? They're giving us so much already, and we still have a lot more to go. Everything about them screams chemistry, and it's not just the physical stuff. Now, when you look at the other couples we've talked about, they all have that passion and intensity, right? But with Jyn and Aken, it's like the chemistry feels like it's going to explode off the screen. So there it is. Jyn and Aken aren't just at number 1, they're owning that spot. They're putting out more than we expected. Like, they're not just setting the bar higher, they're changing the game. And that's it, sweeties. These couples really showed us what chemistry is all about, right? From the ones that kept it slow and sweet to the ones that made us feel every moment. They all brought something different, but hey, I want to know what you think. Did I get it right, or do you have a different ranking in mind? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss out on all the fun. Catch you in the next one.